yeah, they don't care. They literally come in like a honey badger to every single series.
And again, one of these two will be joining us in Masters London. You can as well, obviously, get yourselves over towards it. It's going to be a heater. It feels like anyone's tournament, and these two are going to have to prove how badly they want it. As said, on one side with Eternal Fire, it feels almost carefree. They set the bar of how bad do you want this? Heretics, look, we've been on board with this resurgence of form. We've liked what they've done. They've shown great looks here. But big pressure games have been a problem with them in the past. Yeah,
and I think as well, the other part of that equation is the consistency, right? You see these kind of peaks and troughs with Heretics, and ultimately you look for like a couple of series to really bank on that sort of belief here, as Benji almost identified here. Fabian, very curious to get onto that angle. Koshmaras here, planting the seed of doubt over towards C. It's drawn a couple of players in rotation here, but the Boombot catching elsewhere might be a little bit misleading for Fabian.
Oh, if anything,
but Heretics actually reading into that now.
I guess it's how the chips fall at this point, because it felt like they had almost the right step towards A. It is a longer approach, but...
Still Nicky and Echo here, though.
Yeah, sitting super passive, so kind of expecting to give up that front sight to a degree. I don't think they can punish too much on the way through. But Echo, you know that guy's chomping at the bit. This guy is...
The guy is a freak.
Yeah, hyper-aggressive, hyper-talented. So for Heretics, you've got to be on the money today. There is no chance to miss or make mistakes, as Echo already gets the account started. Great work on the site in reaction. A 2-for-1 trade out, but the plant's not down. There's still stall here. 10 seconds, they need to stabilize. Heretics have the numbers, but there's still a problem. That could have been Fabian. It's not to be this round, leaving Ordaz in really a formality. Lovely, lovely stuff from Heretics.
Able to slow this down, where Eternal Fire are just desperate to get a kill or two just to remove numbers. Make that plant a little more uncomfortable. Even here at the end, Ordaz just desperately trying to get onto the angle. Koshmaras able to cause real issues here, tucked inside the smoke. It looks as if Eternal Fire had initially a bit of a win with Echo going on a wild swing. Back onto the side, finding the first, but unfortunately, just gets shut down immediately.
And someone who I can't keep my eyes off, you saw it kind of at the end of the replay there, it's Rien's. It's been one of those brilliant upswings of form from him. We already know the potential, this guy kind of...
I mean, goes without saying, the guy is world class.
Yeah, truly. And it kind of filled that position in my head of almost that Leo, right? Everyone looking for that next player who'd fill that sort of role, and I don't think you could even say he maybe reaches the heights of it at times, but he is certainly making a case at the moment. So if he keeps that level up today, this could be a wonderful one to watch. But on the other side, these boys can shoot back. I think we've all learned that the hard way. The way they play is kind of the sign of the times almost, it feels like here, as this should be an easier round. The stack was on C. You can see that Heretics have opted to go towards the A side, and Benji should have a fire underneath him. We don't have many representatives joining us in London, locally at least. So for him, this could mean a little bit more.
Really going to have a way back into sight here. Again, flag has been planted by Heretics. And there's no real value in even going for some kills here. So probably just going to look for a couple of players to give it up to the spike at least. The only outlier to that, potentially Fabian. Benji here going to have some company on this angle. Removed immediately. And it's only the pistol in hand for Benji. A couple of these weapons now, he's got to be conscious that they're stacked up.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, Wu's just going to farm everything. Wait, have we got a day with Wu actually being mentally good? He's had a really good start. I don't want to call it yet. How close to his ult is he actually?
He's 2 off showstopper now.
Okay.
A huge tool to have here in round 3. Izzy actually already busting out the operator. And some crucial kills here for Wu to line up at the end of the round, where it looks as if Eternal Fire were going to be able to mitigate that progress early on. But eyes towards Izzy now for me. He's been electric on the operator. Certainly an opportunity here to prevent Heretics from finding a bonus conversion. Okay, just like that, the C site will fall.
I guess that sends a message, right? We're willing to brawl out with you. We'll take early fights, we'll clear it. And it's not going to really humble Eternal Fire. We know what these guys are like. They'll keep going back at this until it works. But as it stands, that is a really good look from Heretics to be able to handle that sort of start.
Yeah, I mean, round is done. Operator in hand here. It doesn't feel feasible to really make an attempt at this. So it's already a save consideration here for Eternal Fire. Fabian will be revealed, at least I think Heretics believe there's still some close presence, but look at the minimap here. Everybody else has given up. It will be a flawless conversion of the bonus nonetheless. Like I said, decided in the opening 5 seconds.
They're hitting today. They are hitting today. This could be a really good series. Need to see Eternal Fire get started here, though, but I don't really doubt them in that regard, even if it is a quiet beginning. I think they very much got the capability to get some stability underneath themselves.
So you think back to the success that Heretics found previously.
Oh,
It's so clean from Koshmaras as well. The adjustment here. And this is the first round again. Eternal Fire have got weapons. They're looking to posture up a little bit outside of C, and it's immediately extinguished.
yeah, got to see Izzy find impact this round, really, if they want to have a real opportunity.
Very late in the day. Timeout called
yeah,
here.
mate, even I paused.
You see, great comparison between these two teams. Obviously, Heretics, second fastest time to plant in EMEA at 50 seconds. The #1 spot, 47 seconds for Eternal Fire. So truly a clash of speed here, and Ordaz remove the head of Koshmaras.
It's a fine balance, right, between that aggression and
Yeah,
a little bit
yeah.
far beyond, and I think going that hell for leather when you don't know the full buy is a bit deadly. However, what's the next step up here? Ordaz played in again! This is dangerous! A 3v2, numbers up for Eternal Fire, and I think Heretics with a misread on this.
And certainly you can sacrifice Koshmaras in this sort of situation if you can scale up off the showstopper, but I believe Woot just caught in a vertical satchel there in the choke point. Not able to really create any space for that second wave of Heretics to flood onto the site. Now just Boo and Riens have to try and recover, and the sort of round that really is always a possibility for Eternal Fire.
Bring them down.
In here, maybe remove the operator, but Izzy's outside B right now. It looks as if Riens and Boo have just cut sound and wanted to re-clear back into the C site.
Yeah, a couple more seconds on the Haunt going up. Fabian's got a nice little spot here. Does he catch anyone? No. But he's got to know there's a chance and they're walking on this. It looks like Necky's waiting. Got to be careful. There it is. Beautiful from Fabian. And a real punish on what felt like a misread from Heretics there. Again,
like I said, for me, this is Koshmaras falling absolutely fine. If you can get the showstopper into a position to pressure on the side. Unfortunately, the smoke causes so many issues, and it's the gap here. Like I said, Woot's caught in a weird vertical satchel with no forward momentum that really makes this difficult for Heretics to even capitalize on Koshmaras. Call it initial pressure. He's down so early. Recovery factor here from the Eternal Fire. Like I said, this is always a sort of round that's a possibility for them, right? Being slippery and causing threat here even on lesser guns.
and I also got to say, if this is the adjustment just to not... Oh my god, that... Oh, Echo, you could be caught here. Yeah, you're not getting away. Caught on the play out. A little bit of a pace change coming in from Heretics as well. Show earlier, A, play a little bit slower with a little bit of a misstep almost on that C site there. Causing woes, but what a position!
Woot!
The low sense not working for Ordaz as Woot bounds in on the site. This is going to be a bloody affair between these two, it feels like, but it's a 5v3. Fabian hoping at best to do some chip on the way out, but Riens keeps most of his HP. And now, if they don't get a pick fast, you might want to wrap this one up. Luckily, we are not at PGL event right now, so no one giving away anything there. Good stuff. 5v3. Oh, Izzy. They're really looking for that pick, but I don't think they're going to get one now.
Koshmaras will find Fabian with a spam. Just Izzy and Necky left now. Necky will find Boo. Maybe a couple of consolations, but can't hold on to the spray long enough. And Izzy at 30 HP, operator in hand. Heads for the hills. Woot already sitting at 9-1. Absolutely explosive start to map 1 here for him. And initially you hear that feign of presence or heavier presence outside A. And Echo goes forward to kind of put a contingency trip much deeper than you'd really expect ever to see a Cypher
Well,
the first 15, 20 seconds of a round.
Are they just reading it's an all-in off the back of the presence on the other side, on that like A site hit, I guess, or like the look that Izzy got on one player?
Well, it being Koshmaras, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Wherever Kosh is, the rest
A
are going to
knee-jerk
follow.
reaction for sure, but Echo just caught way out of the line. He has no business. And gets caught, unfortunately, trying to cage off, cut some sight lines to retreat. Again, around that, in terms of conditioning here, we're going to keep Eternal Fire on red alert.
Heretics, but
Speaking of having...
they're so well on. Oh my God. Until then, Necky's answered back really well, kept this at least competitive. But side control is going to be gathered by Heretics.
Still 3v3 here. Avian might be able to do some damage here. Showstopper invested on top of that. Does land.
Nice follow-up, potential. It's all on Rien's. Not got it. Beautiful work from Eternal Fire.
Rounds are already getting pacier. We're only in round 6. Both teams happy to go blow for blow here. Again, that initial pop, you can see Izzy's just completely behind this. Like, he's just caught so off guard. Two crucial kills from Necky as well, just to trim the fat.
Without that, I don't think they'd have had as much.
Considering obviously still that operator a consideration in terms of the retake. You see it, a second round found. Ultimates just on the brink here for Eternal Fire. I mean, Ordaz and Echo will have theirs. Necky just missing one. Obviously seen a little investment previously. But what's the consideration for these early rounds?
Oh, this re-hit. It's read really well by Heretics. The space gathering attempt. Fabian is really digging deep on this. But it's
they commit so much, so many bodies to find just another kill.
And it feels like Heretics have got a good mentality about this, or at least a good understanding this could be what Eternal Fire want to be doing. We saw in that previous round kind of catching, I guess it was like Izzy, not in no man's land necessarily, but very kind of checked.
Yeah.
There was no chance he was getting out of that apart from maybe a 1-for-1 at best. And even here, kind of that expectation of the refight over towards the broken wall. And the C site, there's still going to be a bit of a fight here. Kosh Maras is going to be able to gather a good deal of space. I'm going to just force him further back. Did catch one as well.
Still a question mark on the second here, but they are stacked up. Echo and Ordaz. 2v3 presented. Echo's found damage on the first here, but Benji has responded.
Nice from Benji.
Will clean things up. Number 5 on the board, Heretics not shying away from this pace, this tempo that's already been set.
And it feels like a fundamentals check at times, playing against Eternal Fire like this. The trades, you've got to be so ready for these re-clears, these re-hits. There is no real rest for the wicket.
Look how many bodies Eternal Fire are happy to just sacrifice in terms of desperately looking for a trade out on this early round aggression. Well, you didn't say it. You nearly said it.
I'll take him being fired up about this, because you have to be. I can't reiterate enough how much, once that ball is rolling with EF, it's really hard to stop it. If they get their ducks in a row, you are on the receiving end, and it hurts. They have been the absolute reapers in the lower bracket. They have been the downfall of bigger boys than this. So for Heretics, they've got to stay on, and here comes that slow re-clear, but look at Heretics again, prepared. The prep work is good today. They are very much considering what the look would be. And I guess the depth gets, I guess, checked a bit for Eternal Fire in this.
A slower round now for them to consider. Obviously don't have the weapons that I think it's right for Heretics to probably take their time. Don't want to give away any opportunity to have a say in this one. Necky in a ton of damage there, just off a couple of bullets. Down to just 29 HP. Heretics will reconsider their approach. A chance to overwhelm Echo once more. Rotation already in effect here. Fabian making his way towards the C site, and Heretics almost. Spidey sense tingling. And now headed back towards A. This Prowler is just going to cause real issues in terms of the information game for Eternal Fire, because they're stacked as 4 over here now.
I'm quite impressed by Heretics so far, and that feels weird for me to say, because I've been critical of them in the past. I think a lot of us have, because we've seen the potential and the outcome, but this is very nicely handled so far. Now, it could get dangerous in this post plan, but by all rights, you'd imagine this is going to be a 6-2 scoreline.
Yeah, Wu finds another kill, and he does. Yeah, Showstopper available now for the next round. Heretics just go from strength to strength. stopped here at the front door here towards heaven. Riens and Benji will both find kills. Neki, 29 HP, shut down here and in zone flawless for Heretics to find number 6. And it's feeling like they have absolutely the right approach. They have to really squash out, stamp out any sort of aggression early on. And I think they've already ticked that box for me. Eternal Fire up against the ropes in terms of the economy. These rounds become harder and harder to justify. And you can see the desperation in some of these situations where Eternal Fire are like, cool, yeah, they're willing to brawl, but they're not winning them.
No, which is a rarity, right? This is why I'm kind of seeing it as a depth check. If they could actually find some layers beyond this, what are the next looks if someone's actually prepared in these deeper defaults? Looks like a 3-1 to go for and a site change for Echo, but he's got a whole lot of troubles coming his way. Woot's got that ult. Blind Send doesn't... Oh my god, look at Echo, 5 HP, man. That Boombot's a threat, but luckily the man sharp as ever, still gonna get 2 on 5 HP. It's a 4v3, Riens, Benji and Boots try and put it together on the site, but the cavalry's arrived.
They slowed things down now. Spike hasn't been planted. Everyone getting involved here. Benji's still standing.
Benji, get your gun out, mate.
Oh! My God!
Benji, you do this one. It would be wild. What a try, what a shot, but Izzy shuts it down. Eternal Fire still in the fight.
That was a filthy shot,
mate,
from Benji.
I'm already seeing the edits. I'm already seeing the clips. Whoa.
And the ult goes out, unfortunately. The best counter to it. It just gets caught a little off guard there.
Last player standing. Have the spike.
Absolutely beautiful stuff.
Oh, I felt it.
Yeah.
Okay, 3-6.
Look what it takes to find a round, though.
Yeah.
For Eternal Fire.
Well, that's going to help. We're kind of exploiting the same line as he used last time when they maybe expected some aggression, but Kosh Moras has actually bailed them out really well here. Removes the player, posts up towards the box, sends them back a little bit deeper. Now, how willing are Heretics to dig further? Surely not. You slow it down now.
Looking to maybe early pivot. Neki going to be in a position here, but Riens shuts that down. It's another advantage here. Izzy still trying to find an angle with the operator, but unsuccessful on the second attempt.
You still wanted to go for that? Do they have anything to clear it? Have you got 25 seconds till your horn's back? You can't force Izzy off this. They still want to make sure that no one's snuck out in the meantime. Oh, and Izzy's tempted. But in a 4v3, if you're Heretics, you're just going to pause, see if anyone overplays, overpushes.
But that's the thing. Eternal Fire haven't been going forward in this downtime. They have been remaining fairly disciplined in terms of maintaining map control. Nobody's really been flanking all that much. I mean, they haven't had the numbers to do so.
No.
You're at least disadvantage. Echo, again, kind of stuck in a position to make use of the judge that he has in hand.
Is he? Oh, again! Absolute moments from this man, 2 already in the round, maybe eyeing up a 3rd. Have to invest the Prowler, have to desperately try and force him away. But they suffer a casualty en route, so it is going to be a 3v3 in the post now. Guardian there, but they at least have the flank position for Echo, so they are cornered! And a gift from the gods. I don't know how they saw that, it was just sheer luck, but by all rights, you take it when you get it. Riens wants to get active, and they want to maybe isolate Echo. They try, and try as you might, it will not do the job needed. That was a brilliant round from Izzy.
Get to be solo on site here and still be so willing to go forward on very risky angles. Beautiful catch on the first here.
Nice.
What a shot onto Woot. The second as well, Kosh Moras.
One enemy remaining.
Caught on the cross here and Echo to clean up. Finds an upgrade to a Guardian. And makes them pay. Trailing by 2 now. Heretics already up to 6, have guaranteed at least an even half here. Only have Riens' ultimate. Everything else invested on the side of Heretics, but Eternal Fire on the brink of another showstopper. You know, curious really if after a few wins now, Eternal Fire do start exploring the map or...
Oh,
dude,
this is a treat, man.
So many players on point today.
I'm gonna lose my mind during this. Every single shot is just frag movie worthy. Boo, Woo, and Koshmaras gonna have to figure this one out. And that spike is an issue right now.
Not necessarily noted just yet, but they need something. Well, they need to find something on the map. You see here, Woot and Koshmaras looking to push further forwards towards C site, but Ordaz stacked up here. Alongside Fabian. Smoke to go up, but it's actually behind them.
Oh, it's so well positioned. Maybe just an expectation on that smoke. Again, whatever it may be, beautifully, beautifully handled. What an absolute stunner of a round.
Yeah, that's almost indicative of them going forwards to wrap towards B. And why wouldn't you smoke a little deeper there and allow safe passage in towards spawn side here, but Boot, 1v5. I don't think he's going to make a good go with this, and Eternal Fire want to take the initiative here in trash time.
10 seconds left.
Cover going out.
At least one here for Boot.
Oh.
I think he's going to find many more. Fabian to clean up here, a third. Showstopper in hand now. And an opportunity to actually tie things up here on the half. Which is crazy considering. Just look at the mechanical talent on some of these players in the server, man.
The thing is, like, I doubt it being intentional, but we've seen it so often with these players as well. This whole map so far has just been gunners after gunners. Everyone's a shooter here. Absolutely wild stuff. 3 in succession, though, for Eternal Fire, which is massive, right? As you said, scoreline-wise, didn't expect to be sitting at a 5-6, but that's where we're at. Trying to maybe imply this A approach is coming. Deeper utility for Echo. Could keep him feeling secure in this. Oh, Fabian. Fabian. Hello, there's players.
Oh my God, what a crucial kill from Woot.
Yeah, he knows he's done well there. Just gonna skip through towards the site, but is he? Gotta be careful. This one doesn't land. Woot has been a miracle here for Heretics. He's got himself a little more to work with. Oh, why not if you're feeling it? 4v3 though, that one's a miss. Neki still giving them an option. Trying to give them a chance. Benji. Benji on for 2. Wants to keep a lead on the half. There's Ordaz. I mean, you're going to make a good attempt, but the trade's there. 5-7. Oh, it's just magic today on the server.
An insane half of Valorant, Lauren. Yeah. Absolutely a joy to watch.
Yeah, and Heretics have had an absolute roller coaster of a stage 1. Here's Billy to take us through all of their ups and downs.
Form isn't built in a single match.
A little resurgence here for Eternal Fire. The back end of that half, but still for me, Heretics on top here in the opening of the series.
Well, it's one thing to deal with them on defense, it's another on the attack. Eternal Fire now get to set the tempo and pace, and you already saw in the stats, it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
So already you can see the intention from Heretics. C's ready, paint shell in hand. Does Izzy get to live? There's the C's, does get out from it.
Great check on the back of it as well there. So they don't overinvest into that trap. Echo, I'm probably curious to find some sort of contact here towards A. Rotation coming through for Heretics. Boo under a bit of pressure towards C. Doesn't have anybody in support here just yet.
No, Boo's in a lot of trouble. I think he's got to decide to slip
Actually,
back CT.
Peeling away from this though.
And he's not fallen back. And he's only seeing Izzy here. Does he call for full rotation? I don't think so, no.
He's just called that he's out, and Benji's now going back towards A.
Benji's still got some stall of utility here, but this is a lot to ask. That's 4 players really close by. The paranoia is connected as well. He knows they're close, and there's nothing he can do about it. Eternal Fire crack open the site. Plant should be next, and a 5v3. Oh, that's clean. That's not bad from Rienz either. 3v3, where's the additional body? It's Boo making it over. Ordaz, though, stamps authority on the round, leaving just Boo, the man who got that first part of contact, to try and handle what remains.
Here in a 1v3, classic in hand. He falls short here at the first hurdle, and Echo will post the final kill here for a pistol round in the second half. Chance here to tie things up. Again, almost a situation where, I mean, Benji actually gets support at the right time, which is crazy to consider, but see Koshmaras able to rotate so quickly, but strength in numbers for Eternal Fire. Gets them a win here. Kick off the second half. Scope in hand for Echo. And a frugal purchase. Koshmaras actually investing a bucky here. Echo nearly catches a glimpse. A player that was under a ton of pressure in that first half here, probably thankful to find some breathing space early on. Koshmaras, though, will punish his
one. Nice time on the smoke guard. Oh, he can't get the... Oh, did he? He actually got the upgrade from that. Okay, not bad from him.
Sticky fingers in there.
Yeah, causing a pivot and a good follow-up. Heretics very well positioned on this. Still a rifle. What is going on? 2v3. This is still possible, and they might want to take the full tour. Look at Boo's position. Look at this.
If Favian makes a step, we'll get the confirmation.
But Boo can check side pretty easy. The others can then speed up on rotate, but they're going to hear it now. Favian watching and waiting. Oh my God, still takes a lot of damage.
24.
This is where it gets scary, isn't it? Benji given over the rifle here. Koshmaras still on the bucky. Deeper position for Favian, though. Maybe expecting a rotate, but giving up full sight here.
Curious, but you want to maybe run down the clock as much as they can, force Heretics to explore some of these deeper positions.
Go, go, go.
Bait in, though. If they can get control of both of these angles.
Yeah, the paranoia from Heretics is all the thing that's slowing them down. Eternal Fire was so far off the side, but obviously Heretics didn't know that. Made something out of nothing, but by the end of it, it feels like time is gone. A lovely attempt.
Great damage, though.
Nevertheless, you are right. Bigger picture, very good damage.
Necky's going to try and get behind this to find... Yeah, he will actually at least maintain the more expensive purchases. What a grab here from Koshmaras, by the way.
I don't know how.
Mental for him to find the rifle there. The timing on this reveal as well. It's inside the cage and then just before it drops. Unfortunately, pretty difficult to capitalize off that.
No!
Very close affair, but a second converted. Again, the round 3 purchase will suffer as a result.
Cage trigger.
It's only Favian and Izzy here, fully equipped. We'll have a wide open B site, though. Heretics confident in terms of their ability to retake this space.
Yeah, Ordaz not giving too much away. It's Favian and Izzy, as you highlighted. The heavy hitters here need to be in this one. Prowler going to go through, catches the stun, but gets away. Forced back towards site a little bit deeper. Looking to refight towards that CT approach. Already going to get contact. Favian's going to get Boo down. This is where it gets sketchy. Going to find Izzy, but Ordaz even going to find Koshmaras. This is getting a bit more dangerous, but kept in check. Unless Necky can go 1v3. The HP's not perfect. And they answer back. There's not going to be any clean rounds here, is there?
No. There's only 2 rifles maintained here, but Woot just one. Actually, we'll get off the defuse, sorry. I have his ultimate now. Chance for Heretics to maybe stabilize here. They can squash this out, considering that damage earlier on in the second round. Eternal Fire won't have much to bring into the follow-up here after a loss. Then do have a showstopper of their own. Necky already with the ultimate, beaten Rienz out by 2 points here. In the opening 3. Looks as if maybe a little bit of aggression towards Echo's position. Showstopper popped here. Favian, no secrets about this on the way in. The wall will reveal their intentions. Favian looking to slow things down now.
Yeah.
finally being planted here, and Benji will find Echo in transition.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at Ordaz to maybe be the spoiler to this round, but I think he's already been maybe thought of as Woot. Where'd you send it? That should be a lock-in, it is, but Fabian and Izzy swing back twice as hard, leaving Benji and Boot to try and find the other players. The angle cleared, but the trade's there. Benji, this would need to be 4 kills for him. Gonna spot one. Understanding where the other is being toyed with, and it's costing him time. Precious seconds for Eternal Fire.
Heretics, unfortunately, can't scale forwards off that initial pressure. You do find Echo at a crucial point in the round. It opens up possibilities, right? In terms of exploring other avenues. But Fabian, 2 beautiful kills from him. Izzy to almost seal the deal on this. Seal Benji's fate at least. Be a timeout to be called here by Heretics. The first of the series to actually go 1 ahead.
I'll show them.
Gotta keep things in check here. With the litmus test of Eternal Fire's resilience to get back on top in this opening map. Schmaris going forwards will take a little bit of damage, but happy to cross over. Should probably have spotted the second player off the back of that as well. Schmaris in a ton of trouble.
I mean, he's soaked a lot of damage considering he's a man with a classic on a corner.
Ton of util as well.
Yeah, he's done the best he could there. He's drawn a lot out of them for that first step, but again, you look at the weaponry. And an ult. Okay, yeah, I mean, they're getting a lot out of Eternal Fire, but I don't think you're going to get much more beyond that.
That's how desperate they are to probably find the round they've been looking for. Fabian already past halfway towards a showstopper. See with the plant to boot here, Izzy goes forwards. Down here, traded out by Rienz. Can't really springboard forward off that. Be in a position to clean up and clean on the first, but Rienz again.
Bring them down.
It's giving it a go. Nice try, but there's the lead. Eternal Fire, that attacking side, it suits them to a T.
And it's, this kind of plays into just how firmly they believe in playing advantages and being able to capitalize on, as I said previously, strength in numbers. And still, not much of a purchase on the side of Heretics, so it was a little awkward to see that level of investment, especially with the ultimate from Neki as well, but
It's over.
round by round, they've got themselves one to the good.
Shadows.
Said Fabian now with that final kill, just 2 away from a showstopper.
Here.
Ward has a little bit of info off the TP as well.
I've noted that it was the operator with Koshmaras too there, but pivoting into B, might walk right into the rotations, if anything. There's a lovely ult to go with, but Izzy still wins. Takes away Woot, and the B side looks like it's theirs. Ults on ults now. Benji letting his go, but do they get to fight back in on this? No, they're pausing. Biding their time.
And Heretics don't really get the fight they want after that. Clear and Seer going to be good initially, but Echo and Izzy both find kills. Now a 3v2. Echo clinging to life at 10 HP.
Yeah, but he's so deep, he's so hard to clear at this point, right? Actually getting a bit closer. Benji, surely tempted, but the double stack, really hard to break. Smoke goes in, trying to batten down the hatches. Ordaz and Neki, the ones probably deliver the outcome here, and it looks like it is. Boo, nothing to be done. And it felt like a bit of mistiming from Heretics with the ult usage. Couldn't quite get the most of it.
Yeah, that's so, they're looking to find maybe 1 or 2 players here to pressure on site, but great disconnect from Eternal Fire. I mean, Izzy initially
It's kind of the only one
way
left
ahead
there,
of the
yeah.
curve, yeah. As I said, it's Echo and Izzy to really find the crucial kills. Brings it to a 5-1 scoreline in the second half here, and Eternal Fire up to double digits. Heretics sent back to the Stone Ages in terms of the economy. Just pistols to bring in here. Koshmaras maybe a chance to see the ultimate, but we'll need a kill.
Okay, contact made there. You see Fabian relaying a lot of information off the back of that directed approach.
Izzy has an op, by the way.
And he's just first man in.
Charging forwards.
when you talk about no fear, this is the team for it, right? You can say that about Foot to an extent. Eternal Fire are exactly the same. Cut from the same cloth, but Benji with a beautiful double. Can anyone else join in? Gosh, Moraz pops the ult. They're going for this one. Oh, they've actually gone across the line. Benji with a bailout.
What was that from Benji?
No right to be doing that.
It just digs his heels in over towards the back of sight. You see here, the first time really, you can be a little critical in terms of the spacing. Neki, I think he probably has him dead to rights. Like I said, Koshmaras looking for just the one kill to find the ult, and it's enough of a distraction. Damn, he's fired up today.
He is. Look, I can't keep hitting the same old narrative about it, but look, yeah, how bad do you want this, man? That is a gorgeous little tether there, but couldn't make the full usage of it, or as able to slip away. But you can see there is a break in the buy almost, right? That Sheriff with Neki, how close these rounds have been. Operator's still there with Izzy, and he's on it. Oh, but gosh, Moraz outdoes him this time.
Look how bold that swing is from Izzy. Punished here and will slow down at least the early round. Fabian, position here to get actually onto a deadly angle. If Boo comes back in towards that space, but will bait out the wall. Will draw the eyes of Boot. Woot's got to be careful now. Echo breathing down his neck.
Timing, timing. It's there for Echo. Ult on top as well.
Look at where Fabian is. He's running
How?
rings around in defender's spawn.
How's he here?
Ton of information off the neural theft as well.
Oh, Koshmaras is dead. He might be knifed.
He's going to knife him. Oh.
Okay, discipline from Eternal Fire. That's wild, but, you know, max headroom a little too low there for him. 3v3, however, good trade from Boo. Not going to let it get out of check just yet. 2v2, this is not secure from either side. Neki is going to be posted on this, though. Quite disconnected, but you're leaving it in the hands of Echo. Incredibly capable.
What's the timing on the smokes here for Boo?
Yep.
Cut their sight line, sent over towards trees, so still a real issue here with the operator. And Neki will find re-ends.
Feels as though that might be checkmate. Boo could make the TP, but...
It's an awkward buy after this as well, with one round in between here. Neki will find it, seal the deal. Number 11 posted. One away from a showstopper, but almost a little uncomfortable here.
How did Fabian get there, by the way? Did you...
It just disrespected the wall. Again, the stars aligned for him in terms of the timing to get past Boo. He said just runs away with the space he's able to find. Heretics getting an absolute battering here in this second half. Like I said, now the financial ace.
At least two.
I mean, yeah, you
At least two.
definitely need two here. Again, you go forwards, what's the chance of holding on to it?
Yeah, ooh, very low, very low. Okay. How are we dealing with this then? Nice of Prius to join us for a little while there. It's on the switch.
There.
On the other side, Izzy starting to work as well. So a fight on two fronts to be had. And that Prowler's gotten close. And, oh, Izzy not with the perfect shot, but he's going to get contact. Does this encourage this approach? Koshmaras has not fired yet.
Still yet to be noted, you're right. Echo's going to be the first one on the chopping block. Still conscious of this angle, but they're reading into this as probably a lesser buy. And
That could have been a double.
it definitely could have been.
He's still alive. They want to try and gap close on it fast, or at least they were considering it, but they're going to skip past. Look towards the A side, get the plant, potentially get that time on their side. Try and nullify these threats. That operator in a post plant just kind of loses some of its steam.
And actually a late reconsideration of the plant.
Spike planted.
Izzy on a very deep angle here.
Surely Izzy's on for this. Be surprising if he isn't. Got to be focused to hell on this corner. The second it turns blue, it's going to be red in the feed. Koshmaras goes down, and it's simple stuff so far. Benji, he's picked up the operator and trying to play it forward, doing what he can to change the tides. But it's Boo left in a 1v3. And Eternal Fire have found everything they needed to make it through this situation. And I think Boo really needs to try and just get that operator out of there.
TP's away. For a moment there, it looked like Fabian was going to satchel up.
I was scared. I was scared. All good.
Yeah, all good, yeah.
All good. Not a problem.
I mean, just watching him play, I see the first split second of what happens.
Ooh.
I'm like, he's settling up.
Izzy. Okay, Izzy went on the hunt then, did get caught by Boo. They switched out, so I think the operator's still in hand. I think Ordaz took that up. Izzy was the one to push, so Izzy goes down, but it's fine. The operator's saved on their side and adds it on Heretics. The bigger point here is it's 12 to Eternal Fire to the 9 of Heretics. This is the round they had to have been prepped for. This is the one for the timeout. This is the one with the ults. Or it's Eternal Fire with that first map in the back pocket.
Certainly advantage here in terms of the ultimates for Heretics. You can see Benji, Boo, Wu, all available. It's only Necky's
Cage
available
trigger.
at hand here at the start of round 22. Things have certainly slowed down a little bit. Rienz has to deal with a reveal here. Will be tested. Caught in the stun, but
Oh, the
able to get out
paranoia.
here.
But no chance to capitalize on it. That looked good. And now Boo looks dead. He is.
Bailing out his teammate. Here is his demise.
But he's bought time for the rotation. I don't know if that's enough of a silver lining.
I think now Eternal Fire have no reason to really fully commit behind this. Maybe waiting for an exploration. Here is he. Caught off guard a little bit. Wu will find two, but
Sights open. This could be the first nail in the coffin here in this map. Kosh Moras, operator there, going to have to try and use that on the retake. Benji coming in,
gotta go
does have the
huge.
ult though. We talked about this man, he is fired up today, he wants this. But Eternal Fire are hunting. They can sense the blood in the water. And they have no mercy. Kosh Moras just trying to play his life. Clears one, spots the second, very diligent. Fabian now on the chopping block. Ult goes in, this should be game on. Forced forward, it's lovely problem solving, but Benji doesn't check deep enough in the corner! Still alive! Heretics not done just yet.
right down to the wire. Benji brought to 14 HP. They're able to find number 10. Just insane round. Wu, 2 beautiful kills for him. Trades come through really fast, but unfortunately, Eternal Fire fall at the final hurdle. Necky almost considering the knife in a situation there.
Feels like
It would
we'd
have
had
been
it too.
wild, man.
Course.
It would have been
Course.
wild.
Well, speaking of all of what hasn't
I don't
been...
look at the buy half the time,
yeah,
to be honest. Just, yeah.
Roll the dice,
Bet
see if they
that.
have it. Izzy one away from ult.
Yeah.
You never know.
The boo op.
Bop.
Boop.
All right, Izzy. Pacey start, trying to keep it concealed, at least.
Yeah, he's hard anchoring towards C with it as well. Is Izzy here going to try and maybe create a little bit of pressure? Woot. A wild
get him.
swing.
Echo
Echo down
lives.
to 31, but won't be shut down, and Benji removes Izzy.
Okay, but how's Echo the one on 31 HP opening up the C site? And that's a grab of a gun. I think it is at least, Echo. Did you get
it?
that?
I don't think he did.
Well, they're all coming over this side now. Woot is here, joined by Rienz. Clean, good stuff from Rienz. There it is, okay. They make it through the first storm. But now, is it over in regulation? Or do we go OT? Get yourself locked in on this one. This is qualifiers. This is the last ticket to London. Of course there could be OT in map 1. Of course it's 12 to 11 here. And the buy is back in place with Eternal Fire. And they've got big ults to play with.
Big ultimates to invest here.
Good job.
You
Take
still
up,
have
take up. Let's
Rienz
go,
and Boo
boys.
on the
Come
other
on.
side. Kosh Maras just missing one more point. I mean, absolute bloodbath here in 24, potentially.
I didn't like the bop before. I don't know if I'm going to like it again. Caught somewhat asleep at the wheel in the previous.
There.
Benji getting
He's forced so
checked
deep
on.
onto the site here as well. Has to concede all this space. It will call in the rotation here. Rienz at least sends out a probe. And it will catch. See, Boo's on a
Well,
much more passive angle, but needs this first one. Can he get away from the showstopper?
he's trying. And, I mean, luckily enough for Heretics, actually, he sends it towards CT for Fabian. And now Koshmar has the position. Oh, outdone by Fabian. And then the burst on CT clears Benji. It's a beautiful pressure play from Eternal Fire. That is so damn good. 13-11.
It's just insane, Lauren, to see how quickly they're able to flip the switch on some of these rounds. Rip this one. You're looking like a slight adjustment, a fresher look here towards Fracture. We'll be continuing with the trend that is as expected for them. Obviously starting here, Benji gets a little bit of info. Actually, priority sent towards Dish here, and elsewhere, Heretics looking to go forwards out of main. 2 players to potentially catch here, Echo and Ordaz.
Yeah, but do you catch them off guard? They are so damn sharp right now. Yes, you do. Ordaz down on 11.
He still gets the second.
Still drags Koshmaras to the grave. Izzy with very heads-up work here, taking early space towards A main,
Now, if they
facilitating a safe plant.
if they read this space into spawn, Fabian actually just shifting his focus there. Rien's give away some info here in terms of steps, but faking it.
Wow.
Now comes back in.
Okay, gonna at least note it's only one. Could be someone on the corner joining him, which there is now, but he's drawn 2 players here, but he can't just land the shots. It's just not working out for him. A little frenzy switch up should... I mean, it should be pretty telling how many players are there. And it doesn't really seem to matter as Fabian's connected a beautiful shot. And Rien's, well, this is going to be incredibly hard for him to work back in on. Yeah, very proactive in the post plant there as well for Eternal Fire.
Certainly. Like I said, if they read that space in towards spawn, but Fabian actually makes the right decision here in terms of clearing out the space elsewhere. The fact that Ordaz finds the second kill here, well, not his second, but the second of this engagement was Koshmaras absolutely crucial. Just at the right time, because that's the big win condition here for Heretics, is pressure in towards that backline, removing some of the opportunities. Again, they don't know, the Eternal Fire don't know that they have that space just yet. A pistol round posted here at least. Only classics. Heretics, is he going forward with a scope here? To maybe farm up on this round 2. It's only Benji over towards the other side of the map, shorty in hand for him. You see that purchase come through, actually. Yes, he's going to tuck himself up into tower.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing too much movement from him. They are heading this way. Izzy, however, does get re-end, so does that reignite any interest? I'm not sure. As it stands, bit of a rotation from Boo, but by all rights, they have the tools to be able to clear this out. They shouldn't.
I have to spike.
They
I don't
shouldn't.
want to see anybody go towards tower, to be honest. Fabian
they don't
probably
have to.
just looking for this second orb. You can already see the progress made. And 1 kill, and he's going to get himself up to just missing. Sorry, 1 kill on the board, and the second orb. Get himself very close towards a showstopper already.
Yeah. Just making sure everyone's together. Smoke a little too late, just going to be behind the initial players. Koshmaras takes a shot in the dark, doesn't quite work out, and it's simple. Until then, it is simple. Yeah, Echo going to make his position known, but by all rights, Fabian going to have ult, and they'll be happy enough with this one.
Yeah, getting off the plant here for round 3, absolutely huge. Again, certainly an opportunity on Fracture to do just that in terms of that first ult cycle in particular.
30 seconds left.
That's a big one to find here, being the showstopper.
Nice.
Okay, time for a
Good stuff. All right. This is where it gets a bit more interesting. The bonus, pretty flush. Light shield's majority, but
Very flush.
not much to be really concerned about on the other side. No one operating.
I mean, you look at, the inventory, and then you have the showstopper on top.
Yeah.
This is a massive opportunity.
Big old stack, though, from Heretics. 4-1 again. They keep running this. And for Fabian, it's a target-rich environment. I don't think he knows it. Now he certainly will, as they're going to be able to see that there's more here. Do they
Great
continue
turn.
forwards?
Boo.
Yeah, but is he then just going to find more and more? Woot and Boo fall. And it's a 3v2. Re-ends, yes, maybe ahead of expectation, but still checked on Ordaz. So hot to this. They figured this out so quick.
Benji now, 1v3. Izzy will be the easy target. Has to get over that first hurdle, and he won't. Izzy shuts it down. A 3K to convert the bonus here. Eternal Fire. Like I said, carrying that momentum across from a great comeback, a resurgence in that first map for sure. Like Heretics, absolutely the ones in control.
One enemy.
Heretics yet to get off the starting block here on their own pick. And the last thing you want to do is give them the opportunity to give it on stage. Certainly want to do damage here, prevent probably a bit of a cushion developing, but it's already there, to be honest. Look at, I mean, you look at that bonus purchase and how well-rounded it is.
Go, go, go.
They've already done the hard work in terms of this opening stretch of rounds. It would require heroics from somebody on the side of Heretics to really have a say in the matter. Fabian continuing a little PvE experience. We go around and farm up further progress.
Again, this just feels like there's no pressure on Eternal Fire the way they're playing. And when you're getting everything right...
this is the sort of thing, right? If you put back and you're showing these opening rounds on defense, a team can just go and farm these orbs for free.
Yep. And nice work from Benji there with the support of Wu a little, but he's going to try and play out how he can here. Going to do a bit of damage, but the site should be cleared. It's re-enter with the Sheriff to maybe do something, but Eternal Fire down to 2. Fabian and Izzy, suddenly, in a situation they probably didn't expect, they do still have the spike. They have sight.
And no upgrades found in that exchange.
Yeah, hard to get these upgrades too. Maybe the most likely to be potentially the one by Arcade, but even then, tricky to gather. What do we have? Molly with Boo. Rienz, I don't know when that horn's back up, but I imagine not particularly soon. So this could be farming for Fabian. Sun comes in, he actually does catch that. There's an opportunity here, and there it is, making something of nothing. They're not done yet, Heretics.
Absolutely what was needed. We talked about not being able to establish a cushion. This one will force out a full repurchase here, and a conversion here on just odds and ends for an Amoda Thrifty. Get themselves on the board here on Fracture. Just what the doctor ordered.
Come on. Nice! Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Nice, nice work. Let's go, baby. Come on.
A situation where usually Eternal Fire looks so good in terms of getting that initial pressure onto site, find a kill, but it's Heretics that actually find some scrappy shots here. Rians with the Sheriff doing a ton of damage, and a great paint shell going out from Woot as well.
Gonna need a couple more of those though. So we are going to be checking in, talking about pressure on the Heretic side. How are those comms holding up under all of this newfound pressure?
Wait, come, I'm coming to you. Wait, let's push Kosh on shift. I'm with you, I'm with you. Guys, we're pushing him.
Yeah, one.
One, two. I'm with you, bro. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good.
Yeah, that's two.
Okay. I don't see anything.
Might be hiding close.
Good break. Come peek, come. Let's win this round.
Yes.
They have off, guys.
Come on the side.
Yes. Go through B long.
Bait planted. Bait side.
Can you jiggle for the op quickly?
He's dead.
Yeah, he's holding.
Okay, I'm gonna peek. Okay.
One enemy remaining.
You can save.
I mean, that was a hard start there, really. You could see they were desperately trying to help Woot out, who was left on an island for so long. And obviously you have to meticulously clear on the other side.
And this is why it's so difficult to play against a team like this that are just so willing. Pretty light investment in terms of Yuto here to just take these dry fights. And a round is almost concluded based on that first engagement. Eternal Fire finding a fourth here. Very comfortable in terms of this ult cycle now. You look at what's available. Just missing one for Echo. Would be the full house. The other side for Heretics, similar situation, but the finances don't really reflect that.
They still get a buy? I think they're going to be
of
missing.
sorts, yeah. I mean, Woot's obviously going to invest in here. Koshmaris doesn't need to. Then you have to see almost some value found here. Not from the weaponry, but strength in this ult cycle.
Nice!
I said this earlier on this year, but like Fabian has to be the worst person to play against on the stage.
Oh man, I'd be in pieces. Him and Yampy, I'm full reclined, I'm full out of it. Is he on the line? See them explore this A main approach, but not probably where they want to head here. Maybe noting that paint shell. Don't fancy it going forward.
Boo, in rotation here, has to get back towards the B site, currently held down.
Smoke's down.
In the tower position. Eternal Fire, no
disrespecting
secrets on the way in again.
No, and look at the pace. Echo does really well, but the reaction's made here. Benji's still got some security. Does he try and make a play on this one? He doesn't have to. Maybe unawares it wasn't smoked. Opportunities beckoning.
Boom.
Heretics.
Massive 3K from him to bail out the site hold. Again, just completely unconsidered. No coverage in terms of the smokes here. He's opened a crucial gap. As part of this
Boo's
Eternal
done
Fire
very
execution,
well.
yeah. Again, the first one, pivotal, but to clean things up here. The Paint Shell sent in a little lazy here between Fabian and Ordaz. But again, Abu finding the kill. When he does from Canteen, it forces the adjustment where they have to.
Look at the ults as well. I mean, I don't want to say even score. You kind of look at what they've got on hand. Woot still has his, Boo's got his. Pretty big impact ults for Neki. Ordaz going to have theirs, and Echo as well. A little more niche in application, but early show of force towards A, and actually just very direct, maybe hoping they get that 4-1 split, but they're going to draw out the ult. Slows down the hit.
Big win for Eternal Fire,
It's a
actually.
rotation, but Koshmar's going to catch the other side of it. And they tried to scale up through main. The re-export from Rienz felt a little individual.
Echo
and
gets that.
He still gets another. Taking away Woot on the deathbed, leaving it in a 3v3. The divide goes in, and now they've got security on the cross.
In here, Heretics obviously keen to get back behind this now. Benji does have an information tool to invest, and he absolutely will.
Spike planted.
Camera now removed.
Wizzy, come on, man. Still getting away with that sort of work just seems wild. How does Benji and Koshmaras try and figure this one out? Got him cornered to sight, but trading in effectively against the 3? I mean, Izzy's hitting some worldy shots. They're going to see them both down to 1! Benji gets him across the line. He's up out the seat. He knows he's got them back into this game now.
Koshmaras just breaking some of these crosshair placements, allowing Benji Fishy to clean up here.
God, the second shot.
That's
Wow.
crazy from Echo. Again, when Boo falls, you just think, this is just so different. It looks initially like Fabian's aware of the possibility behind the divide. Somebody would still get up towards Dish.
What are you doing? Let's fucking go.
Benji strikes at just the right time. Great flip in a 2v3 for them. Will force Eternal Fire back down to odds and ends in terms of the buy here, but certainly no adjustment in terms of the initial pace.
Nah, they've got that in mind. Not much is going to stop him here. Only going to note one. Ooh, pick up a little bit of damage, but mostly gets out with his life. Doesn't give him much of a look towards the A side either. That spike's drifting over towards the B side of this map. There's Eternal Fire. Try and regroup here. Koshmaras up towards tower. He called into action. And now you've got to be careful of that cross. You can see Rienz even being tempted into a peek there. Neki, that's a teammate.
Friendly
Happens.
fire.
Yeah, that, however, isn't. But
Oh,
a
the
lovely
shut
overrun.
down.
Yeah, Neki's done exceptionally well there. Suddenly that plant becomes a reality. This round becomes a reality.
Eyes on Fabian here in the back lines as well. He has to
Echo.
shut down this. Yes, he does find Woot.
And now this has gone from bad to worse, right? Everything lining up for Eternal Fire, though. Rienz and Boo. I mean, you can see that Eternal Fire don't feel comfortable for the plant just yet. Maybe just waiting a moment, getting everyone in the right place. Boo's position becoming a little bit readable at this point as Fabian waiting to see if Rienz does try and progress. Smoke going to go down. And then force the fight forward. Fabian's got it. Eternal Fire. Not down, not out. The Emoda Thrifty. No matter the buy.
Fabian's position absolutely crucial in terms of conversion. I'm not even sure. Was it? Did he pick up an operator from shutting down the second player on the flank? Then Echo actually the one to come back and take contact here, just forcing Wu into such an awkward position. Gets caught in the satchel. And Fabian makes that operator, puts it to work. Certainly not letting their foot off the gas just yet.
It's just the synergy with Eternal Fire as well. So good with it. Stack for Heretics. A lot of players here. Fabian already dismantling one. Eyeing up a second, can't do it. Re-ends on the swing. Eternal Fire trying to stem the bleed a little bit. There is an advantage here for Heretics, so they want to pressure. Moving further in advance, that might be their mistake. It might be their downfall now. Neki on an island, gonna fall, but Izzy in the back line's gonna pry away.
Still peeking it!
He's still going! Izzy! Never gonna back down! As Benji might be forced to surrender, you're not going to expect this. Echo with a knife to the back, basically, at this point. What a round from Izzy.
One of those situations where it's like, an operator guy's just like overwhelm, get onto him, force him to retreat, create a little bit of discomfort, but there's none of that for Izzy.
He loves it.
It's just insane to see him in some of these situations.
God.
Beautiful stuff.
So, by all rights, in any other situation, any other team, I
It's the
wouldn't
right
even mind
decision.
it.
It's the
Yeah.
right decision. Again, the reposition here, being on the Neon, able to slip off that deeper angle.
They're buying a little around it. They're not quite
They want to
sure.
do some damage.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, with Fabian down on no credits, I mean, Orda should really be cycling a rifle across there, but that would protect the full buy to follow. We'll have to see what Ordas ends up with.
Camera taken out.
Initial pressure here. Again, it's Heretics. Come out this time out, just tucked in.
Taken out.
Last time it was, what, Benji and Wu, I think, who were
Yeah.
able to do something about it, but...
Oh,
no.
no.
That's a problem. That is a problem. Izzy with a freebie. And now the issues are going to compound. Fabian's there so fast. There was the Neon for a second, it's not. Gosh, Moraz, though. Okay, able to hold to tower. I don't think you're going to be able to hold much more unless he does something wild here. Yeah, not going to work out. Fabian just on the case so fast.
It's like the Terminator, just swinging onto these angles. No respect for any sort of threat in terms of the upgrades on this lighter buy from Heretics. We'll get the showstopper available. Doesn't take a single point of damage in that exchange. Boo, unfortunately, I won't bank on him finding the constellation, especially here dealing with a reveal. Going to be revealed, but find the first at least. Neki shut down. More for me.
Yeah, how dare you down. But at 7-3, the scoreline's starting to look bleak for Heretics. You're going to have a couple rounds from Eternal Fire. They'll always have like an individual pop-off anyway, right? There'll be one round in the second half. So you need buffer. You can't afford going down any further. There's a buyback in
I mean,
place.
because the thing is as well, Fracture just enables stupidness on the defense. In terms of proactivity, you can you can get so weird with some of the set pieces.
Absolutely. Well, it looks direct. We've got Fabian with that showstopper if needed. And last time it worked out well, but it's Izzy already going to find Kosh Moraz. He's going to open up the account, and there we go. It is Pacey from the get-go. Izzy is just unrelenting. The only strike back coming in the form of Wu and Boo. But the sight in exchange is a valuable trail that they will take.
Okay, it's just 120 on the clock. They're able to find 3 kills and the plant. Heretics just have to bow down. 2 versus 3 though, converted previously. It's Benji and Boo this time around.
Launching smoke.
1 kill will give him an ult.
Trying to add a little deception and maybe pull away Izzy from the angle, but it won't take long. And Neki is there. Safety in numbers at 8-3. Eternal Fire just kicking up a gear.
Certainly leaning into the amount of pressure they've put onto Heretics now. And it will be a broken buy in round 12 here. Izzy, it's just, this adjustment is just beautiful. Like I said, these rounds just are decided by a kill or two, or even just an angle, forcing somebody off an angle and allowing Eternal Fire to scale up so quickly. And it throws off some of these protocols, right? In terms of defending, you kind of have to wing it in a lot of these situations, which is where things like the pressure, momentum, they become massive factors. Big investment here, maybe to catch a heavy stack. It doesn't amount to anything.
Okay, that'll certainly help.
I have the spike. Bring them down.
Already looking at a 5v4. Plant going to come in, and we are looking at Wu trying to set things up.
You're sitting around waiting for people to take control.
We need to make sure this is not going out to stream just very quickly. I'm going to talk really loudly to make sure it's not. Neki there is going to be the one to find Kosh Moras. Eternal Fire. Oh, it's Neki all day long. It doesn't matter which player it is, be it Izzy, be it Fabian, be it any of them. They are doing wonders right now. Benji and Rien's. Time to do anything you can. Dig deep enough. Neki is devastating. Rien's in a 1v3.
They want to give him the ace. He's got it to seal the deal on a 9-3 half. Absolutely insane performance coming out of Eternal Fire, Lauren.
Oh, they are a cut above the rest. We are going to be handing it down to an interview with a Team Heretics fan.
Sit down!
I do have a
In that first half, really being dictated to here on Fracture. Their pick, need I remind you. And we're going to take a quick look in here with Eternal Fire's comms here in round 1.
Dişlere bir yeme daha.
Main koşuyor.
Bana abi. Koşuyorum ben full oldum değil.
Vuracağım, dişleri vuracağım. Ok atacağım.
İki daha bir can. Neon bir can sonra.
Atladı, anladı. Atla.
Ne yapayım ya?
Net geldim.
4 side, 4 hepsi side, hepsi 4 side.
All right, big boy Boo doing some damage. Where's that just come from? Out of nowhere, getting on the board, getting the ball rolling in the second half.
And hopefully an indication here of Heretics' early intent to take control back. A long road ahead of them for sure. But a convincing pistol round to post here.
One enemy remaining.
Nice! Let's go!
Eternal Fire certainly with a chance to shut this down, but you see a little bit of frustration here. Maybe a misdecision made here in terms of the plan, but again, no harm, no foul. Still a comfortable lead here.
Oh, God.
Well,
I'm scared.
if Rien's rifle gets onto that angle. Or Woot's scope, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But why am I terrified? Because it's still a 3v3, by the way, and Woot's 21 HP. And they're repositioning.
Always a threat with these guys, always.
It doesn't matter the buy. It doesn't matter the round. They are terrifying. And they're getting active. I think they made a step there, so I might have to cancel on that. But still, this isn't out of the woods for Heretics. They are looking scared. Gosh, Moras going to give them a kill, which should give them a bit more faith, but hesitation being shown here, and maybe rightly so. Gotta be careful of tower now. Nordaz looking for a way forward.
Fabian tagged. Down to 8 HP now. Try and just create as much pressure as possible as they can.
Oh, it's fine. Everything's good,
Yes,
man.
Gosh,
It's all
Maras to find that
good.
one,
It's all
Benji,
good. Had
to
it the whole
clean up.
time. I'm so scared of this team.
It's, yeah. A real chance here to run away with this round.
Taken. One enemy.
Will make the buyback in uncomfortable. Rifles in hand for Eternal Fire, and the Ghost purchased previously means Izzy won't have a shield here. Actually, no, sorry, he hadn't bought one. I was just thinking if he'd settled on that, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, a curious purchase, is he? Yeah, so able to get the buy-in. Heretics, though, every round's a reminder against Eternal Fire. 5-9. The starting blocks have been placed, though. This would be wondrous, though, for the Heretics side. Echo, good information early. Needs to be careful, cannot get overwhelmed here. And he's not. Comes out swinging, takes away Kosh Moras, goes in for more, can't convert it. Woot really quick on that to get the second. And do they just pounce on this? Yeah, they do. Izzy's away. And Heretics prepared this time, battening down the hatches as the storm might have been quelled.
Orders now 1v4. Still pretty healthy. Wanted that kill. Doesn't get it. A couple of players tagged up here. Certainly a chance to do some damage, but will require a miracle for Ordaz to stop this early snowball. Heretics looking primed and ready here in the second half.
Michael, do we have a game on our hands?
I think we have a game on our hands. Another round or two.
More?
What I think is Eternal Fire going to come back in with pistols.
Yeah, maybe it's fine. It went fine before.
Last one looked really comfortable for
Yeah,
Heretics. So
honestly, no problem. Shame we didn't get Nils' comms then.
that was the wrong time to leak it.
6-9. Ordad's going to be able to save the rifle. 4 still standing for Heretics. They have a plan in mind, clearly. They've got an idea and an understanding of the tempo, but still, it's one thing to know it, it's another to consistently handle it and try and keep Eternal Fire under the heel.
And ult progress to note as well on the side of Heretics. Woot and Boot, most notable. Koshmaris already made inroads himself. Nothing on the cards
I am with you.
on the side of Eternal Fire. And just a Sheriff in hand for Neki. Fabian an upgraded pistol as well.
I must wait a moment.
Look at the posture up here. Get very aggressive. Could be shut down, but Echo has found Woot. Fabian's found another one.
How many times have we been here? And Izzy around the back gets traded. Gosh, Moras trying to keep this in check. But Benji on for potentially a huge moment here. Did he catch him in the smoke? Not sure. Going to peer back through. That's Neki. Gone. Got to know there's more now. They were trying to hunt down Kosh Moras, who's on the run. Does he gamble that he's got freedom? I think he almost has to. Leave Benji to work. Let him slowly slip away. Read the timing.
Yeah, so far away from this plant as well. It cause real issues. It is a 2v2, but tons of
rifles.
ground to cover.
It's just the lack of shield, the lack of utility, right? That's
I mean,
the only
Ordaz has a
downside.
shield.
Well, that is true. Okay. Well,
Trade-off Echo. I mean, Echo usually good for one, but this situation has to dig somebody out of an awkward position to find it.
it'd be surprising. This crossfire is a solid one. If the swing is right, if the contact is correct, that's fine. Second layer, gonna be noted on the spike kit. Someone's got to check. There it is. Kosh Moras and Benji make it out of the woods again. These rounds are on a knife's edge, though. And that was with pistols. One saved over rifle.
They're certainly doing what was necessary to get themselves back into this, though. Izzy will have an operator in hand now. Only really Benji's catch that gives the advantage back to Heretics in this round, but a 3K from Kosh Moras to find 4 rounds in a row to kick off the second half.
Again,
Aggression.
the pressure. Ooh, Woo! Outdoing Izzy on that. Feels like the first time we're seeing a clean start to things. No trade coming in for Eternal Fire. Fabian, fast, rotate, down. This is lovely from Heretics and a bit individual, a little bit out of sorts from Eternal Fire. Echo and Ordaz. Someone played out of this round. But is he the last one? Gonna have the rifle.
I mean, look at what's behind the buy as well. The damage doesn't really mean anything at this point. Heretics firmly in control of their finances now. And
Very
the
nice.
weapon model will obscure Koshmaras's position here. Tie game on Fracture.
To qualify to London. After that first half, I thought we were getting out of here.
One enemy remained.
He was maybe at the end of his mouse mat there.
Nice, bro. Let's go. Keep grinding, guys. There.
Only missing 1 point for Neki would be a full house of ults. Still got Boo and Koshmaras on the other side here. Certainly a slight advantage. It's going to take 3 or 4 rounds to chip away at the cushion that Heretics have.
Okay, contact on, I don't want to say deep on main, but enough to deal with the boombots. This has encouraged this burst from Heretics. Koshmaras already out. And again, speaking of no fear, this guy's not showing much either, but Eternal Fire's reaction is take that deeper A main space, give themselves a little bit of a backboard to play back in from.
Kind of huddle them into sight now.
Well,
Heretics have to explore outside.
There.
Oh, he's red though. I think Izzy's got this kind of dead to rights. This should spur on the other part of it, but it's drawn all 4 players towards A main from Heretics in this post plant. I'm a little concerned at that, and
There's
now
the
you can see them
information as
scramble.
well.
Yeah, this is a bit concerning.
Oh my God!
Oh, it could have been so much worse, but actually still alive with 2, but it's the 5 standing against them. Rienz gets cleared, and suddenly they are back to business.
I'm pretty sure the only thing that saves Heretics there from not dying to the showstopper is the back of Boo's head.
Probably. I'm sure we'll see that again.
That was mental. All 5 standing though, just what Eternal Fire need to potentially get themselves a few rounds established. That second ping of the neural theft sets things in motion. Certainly the green light.
Nice! Idea!
1 round found in the second half. Double digits on the board. Again, a buy in hand. Heretics right back to it though. Early pressure here between Woot, Koshmaras and actually Izzy shut down.
Yeah, Izzy's gone.
Face your fear.
Now pressure starting to be applied, but Ordaz has made it out
Step
of
back
that.
into
Yeah,
it.
he's okay for now. It's Woot to get towards top site. 2-2 split.
They're rapping main again.
They are, and oh my God, Neki's got the timing just right. Koshmaras falls, and Rienz is going to be noted close. No more Prowlers, no more util to put towards this. And the HP starting to dwindle. 4v4, C's back and forth. Rienz, the gatekeeper here. He's got help behind him deeper in the form of Woot, but still, it's his angle. But Echo, with the read of a lifetime, just knows better. And now the forced reaction, Rienz, sharp, on the money. 3v2, Neki and Ordaz. They were noted earlier, but they still have to make a go of it. There's the divide. They're definitely making a go of it, forcing the hand. Neki, this would have to be a miracle here. Neki, someone, no way, okay. Kept in hand, but down to the wire.
So the Heretics right back to it. Tie things up 10 apiece. The buy is still there. Follow on from that previous flawless. Great catch from Echo. Again, Benji's really the one locked behind this smoke for sure, but
One enemy remaining.
to be the safety net over towards drop. Big investment outside that ult cycle from Eternal Fire. Only a neural theft now on the board. It's in the hands of Benji Fishy. Haven't really seen much in terms of an adjustment here on the side of the defense for Eternal Fire. Happy for Heretics to continue their reign over the early round. So finance is certainly a consideration in that aspect here, but the first real slow start to a round we've had, Lauren.
Yeah, it feels just wild to actually have a calm moment.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Because util removed here.
Go, go, go.
No confirmation just yet. What's lying in wait? There are 3 members here for Eternal Fire.
Avian had an isolated kill there. He'd have that every day of the week.
I know
It's Woot to win out. Forced fight comes in. Woot's still trying to do what he can, but it's Echo to tilt the scales at least back towards even. Woot taking space, and they are pushing this one. What is going on here? It's totally topsy-turvy, and they are on the run.
Echo
Oh,
desperate to get onto the angle.
He's caught him with a pain shell. 3 for Woot this round. Absolute heroics from the man. Gosh, Morass tasked with getting the plant down. Forced into the fight. Woot's seen him. Can play it safe. Wait for the swing. Don't need to overdo this. Ordaz desperate for someone to misstep and make a mistake. Ordaz here, still looking. Not gonna happen. Woot, the hero of the hour and the hero of the round. 4 kills to get Heretics up to 11.
It's just so dicey. A scrambled rotation and Echo desperate to punish. Just falls foul. It's only really the aggression that makes this so awkward for Eternal Fire. Woot absolutely standing on business here. Crucial 4K for him. Bavian knows he had a chance to have a say in that round.
God, this could be 12. Look at the buy.
Should be. Absolutely should be 12.
Gotta be careful of those stacks, though. We've seen this. We've seen these rounds. We've been here before. On the other side, it's Echo. Judge.
Yeah.
Is
just
it ever
Echo.
just Echo? Early warning.
They're all going through main.
Cleared. Call for help. How many does Echo get? Does he get any at all? Waiting patiently.
Well, they're going to know now from the cage.
Yeah, but an isolated fight and an isolated clear invests the ult as he gets traded on by Kosh Morass. And they are flooding this. They want blood. There's no plant to be had yet. It's not a safe site. Kosh Morass, Benji, desperately holding on.
What?
Trying to deal.
Oh my God!
Nightmare. There was Neki. Oh my God.
He gets the rifle. 2 people on a reload there. That was mental. Just 1 man left standing for Heretics, and they're able to find it. That was so close. Thank God there's an extra body. But this is all Heretics in the second half. Operator back in hand for Izzy. Hasn't really been a factor as much. Well handled by Heretics. At least here, going to get a little proactive towards Dish and Eternal Fire on red alert.
Oh, I'm so scared of him on these angles. He's going to be traded out, though. Gosh, Morass, no fear! He's shooting bodies, they're still alive! And punished for that level of insolence. And now Rien's got to be cautious, too. He's down low, 4 HP. Did you forget who this team is? Benji certainly didn't, putting in a shift. Is he left in a 1v3? And we ask the question, how bad do they want it? It looks like Heretics are awake now, fully focused, fully locked in, and desperate to take it to a third. Izzy wants one, not gonna happen!
Wow.
13-10, Heretics showing resilience.
Absolutely insane to flip this. Crucial to their success so far. 3rd map forced. And a head-to-head here. My eyes certainly drawn towards Izzy versus Woot. Creep into main here. Echo will be called upon early in the pistol. Not giving a kill just yet, just misses the chance to find one. Paranoia posted now, and the pressure is on.
Yeah, and the pressure already getting too much for Echo. First to go down. And already Heretics with a decent foothold here. Kosh Morass the first. should go down. Yeah, lovely little shock dart to the corner, but a good trade as soon as they try to progress through from market.
Izzy tagged up as well, down to 17 HP. Fabian trying to find something off a flash here, but it's Audas to find 2 kills. A 2v2 now.
I'm amazed that Audas was able to collect those. I thought that flash went too deep, but it's apparently fine. Boo! Gets cleared. Fabian and Izzy gonna make the site their own and get the first round in their hands.
I feel like in this series, these pistols have been so crucial in terms of setting the tone, in terms of establishing control early on. So we've seen bonus conversions on both sides. It's Eternal Fire to strike here in the decider. We're well invested in terms of this round 2, probably. We'll make sure it's a little safer considering how some of these maps have started. Koshmaras actually scope and a shield invested here.
And there's not a light shield in sight.
No, it's an opportunity presented here, but he's got to do extra work to convert this. It's Benji to really finance this.
I mean,
Really putting
headshot's a
stocks,
headshot, I
yeah.
guess. I wonder if they saw the weapon on that sort of peak. I don't know if you would. You might question why he's walking middle, but we're trying to maybe set him up. Now they certainly know. Play a little bit more careful. We'll potentially come down to Fabian. Looks like the cross is going to get caught by Izzy here. Oh, god damn, they are good. Okay, Rien's just as good, though. This is with very little here, but they've got to do more to make this seem worth it to me.
I mean, Echo can't really police that weapon just yet. Smoke will block sight lines here. Certainly something Heretics are going to be thankful to find here in terms of an upgrade for Riens. But only 3 left standing, and Riens down to 35. Echo will be noted here in terms of audio. But it's a 3-player stack towards 8. Slight misread here from Eternal Fire. Echo will be called upon once more. Is he tucked into logs right now?
I think he is. He's done this before and he's gone away with it too. Scares me how many times he gets away with this. What does he have to play with? Just the SMG. Still has his own cage and the timing. They're going to hear it. They're going to see it. Oh, he's been caught off. 13 seconds. The site's going to be theirs. That is going to be an upgrade potentially for Riens if he can get back to in time, but he's on the plant duty, so he's going to be stuck on towards site. Don't know if he's going to be able to get back and get that weapon. Dart ready to go. Can he set anyone up into motion? Koshmaras trying to play his life on the edge of this smoke. But as soon as that fades, it's game on. Gotta be careful. Oh, flash! It's a fantastic read from Koshmaras, taking matters into his own hands, leaving Neki in a 1v3 he never expected to be in. Has to clear Koshmaras first, wants to. I think Koshmaras might be reading that. Yeah, he's buying time now. Knows he'll probably fall, but can the other 2 players pull it in? Paranoia there still with Boot. Riens, the back of the site, and the time is ticking. Neki knows it. And he's not interested. Oh, that is absolute cinema from Heretics.
But just as I was saying, a pistol round set the tone. Heretics flip around 2. Izzy, sharp openers here, found 2 kills at the start here, and Echo just caught with his pants down. Really the reset in terms of a second camera becoming available. Koshmaras just runs away with this one.
And I love seeing a player who can kind of...
Gosh, you are so f***ing pro! Oh my god!
Someone who can call up their own number and make those plays in those critical moments, but you're not out of the woods by any means. There is threat around every corner, as you can literally see on short. You can see it towards middle. Maybe finding Audas there might be an indicator something's a little awry. Maybe something's a little off, but they're still going to spring the trap. Koshmaras is having an absolute tear. 3 kills again, farming here today.
Oh, already to hand. The timeline thrown off kilter a little bit here. But Izzy straight on that operator. So we come into round 4. Great crunch here. And again, Eternal Fire looking to get extremely proactive. 2 freebies here for Koshmaras. The clean up onto Neki.
But that does a world for your confidence level, right? That gets you feeling like you got that hot hand in the game, that you can take these sort of fights against a team who is aggressive. Operators in play for Izzy, though. Oh, that's going to sting.
Right on the money there. It's Benji to take the brunt of that. Trying to clear through. Echo trying to spam in, but will be
Good time.
tagged up.
There's an extra player on the back of the site, though, but it's easy to go down first. How did we find that? Maybe just in market, digging a little bit deeper. He's got them pinned towards site. That's going to be harder to clear with no darts, no anything, really. Util-wise, they're limited here. So Echo stood his ground. So has Neki. This makes it tougher, but the trades are good enough, but it's still a 2v2. Boo on the double down. Going to catch him on the stairs. It feels like they're starting to get the read of the tempo the Eternal Fire like to play at.
Certainly winning out more of these scrappy engagements. Boo to clean up with a third. Number 3 on the board for Heretics as well. Keeping Eternal Fire at bay this first half. And the desk highlighted as well. This is absolutely what you want to do. Izzy's just completely blinded up here.
One enemy.
Tries to get out, but caught.
Boom! I swear to God, you're insane, bro.
Everybody gassing each other up on the side of Heretics. Koshmaras and Boo, ults available now. Sheriff's upgraded pistols at best here. And 2 light shields for Eternal Fire, but Fabian and Neki do have ults to consider. Eternal Fire haven't found. They're going to read heavily into eventually being an A round for Heretics, but still 3 players committed on this side. And they're not going to find what they want here initially. Spike not committed just yet. This is Heretics trying to get a feel for the map.
And again, I don't want to say they've tempered Eternal Fire, I don't think they have, but you have to dig deeper to find out where these stacks lay, and you can see that Eternal Fire want them to go that far for this. Incredibly deep hold. So Heretics might become a later affair in this round as well. We're not going to break that trip, I imagine. Won't probably fact-find far enough. Looks like they want to finish towards B. He doesn't have the blades to bring out. Nor does by his side, but weaponry is light. Gonna clear close, need to be meticulous in this approach. And Woot's already got Neki. That's the rotation punished. That should be pretty telling, seeing Woot in this sort of position, hearing this utility. You've got to know it's coming towards that B side.
Knock-on effect really of the deeper trip here that with a bait out of rotation just off the drone. Puts Neki in the line of fire. Woot now looking to find another, farming things up now. Izzy will fall and Benji to clean up orders. Certainly hitting their stride now. It's just Echo left, Sheriff in hand, a 1v5.
Are they sending in to go farming re-ends? See if you can get that ult going. That'd be a nice outcome for him. I mean, he's only
Just
one
go
away
die.
anyway. Yeah, exactly. Whichever way you cut it, it's a good outcome. All right, that'll do it. That'll do the job just fine. An in-zone flawless. And Heretics, it might just be 4 ults ready for them, but never write out Eternal Fire. Never. We've got to have learned better than that by now, but the stars are aligning here for Heretics.
Maybe they switch things up in terms of
keep it together. With 7 HP, I don't know what he can achieve with it now. With the pop of the ult, they try and pause on this, but there should be a dead man on the site. Kosh Moras gets cleared, it's all on Benji. He'd need nothing short of an ace with 7 HP. It would be a miracle, as he's now seen.
7 HP as well.
He's got to know there's someone behind him. He knows it, he tries! But Echo, the hero of the round, played that out so well, played in by Ordaz.
And tucked in here, just testing the diligence on the side of Heretics. That clear towards Wine, much better, and even noting the second player previously as well. Obviously the previous being Fabian caught in the smoke, then Woot finds a cheeky kill. Eternal Fire double down on that and get their second. Operator in hand for Izzy. And a lifeline maybe to keep this just within reach. If you can find number 3 here, start chipping away at the finances. You're not dealt with early enough, so information will play into Eternal Fire's hands.
It's so much presence in market, though. We haven't seen 2 players close to this before. Izzy's going to read that TP, but Kosh Moras has found Neki, so this suddenly becomes a little bit harder to hold. And if they've read that there's a bigger rotation, there was more presence in market, they can exploit that. Maybe feeling that A's more vulnerable.
How quick the pivot is, though, Lauren.
Yeah, you are on the money here, but the problem is that Echo's been good. Ordaz can walk the smoke. Come on, you got to know it by now. They'll give it a go, but they both fall. Another site's theirs. Plant next on the cards, on the horizon. As Fabian and Izzy were the 2 to be a little bit more present on that B side, try to be a bit more active in middle. Now required to go above and beyond. I think that might just have shut the door on this.
Certainly the operator to consider here. Rienzo, he's here so quickly.
One enemy remaining.
The find that Izzy will fall. Fabian next up to be found. Rien's tagged up, but the information firmly in Heretics' favor. Number 6 found. Eternal Fire cannot string together anything to really keep their grasp on the start of this deciding map.
And the issue is you look where these rounds, even just the 2 that Eternal Fire have won, was a magnificent round from Echo. Don't get me wrong, that was a really nice pocket play, but you don't get away with it more than once maybe. And then beyond that, the pistol. That's what they had to play with.
I'm feeling like prime combo. I'm flanking every round.
That's a reference and a half.
Echo again, though, wants to be the one to instigate. Oh, and it's not happening now. Desperation feels like the answer that's just not landing.
Fabian, though, very quickly going to get towards Benji.
Should hear this. Yeah, nice, okay. Backline broken. Awareness of it, but still. And the R drone from the CT side, so a little bit of information everywhere.
Spike planted.
Nice upgrade for Izzy. They could make a go of this.
This is a hard
post-plant
to break, though. The time's certainly going to become a factor here as well.
Neki wants to set it into motion, though, doesn't he? They get what they need. Rien's already denies Fabian. And Woot spraying into the dark, that's fine. Keeps him at bay. Izzy not getting any connection, at least meaningful one. Neki's done well enough, but yeah, Kosh Moras playing by dice. It rolls on his side. And yeah, this post-plant, solid stuff from Heretics, set up initially by Kosh Moras. And this man has been an absolute cure to Heretics' woes.
Certainly worth his weight in gold. 12 and 5 here. The opening of this decider. And this is when that sort of proactivity, that aggression, don't have the weaponry to back it up. Things can spiral out of control. Eternal Fire up against the ropes here. And Heretics certainly not letting their foot off the gas in terms of pressure.
This is monumental levels of pressure now.
Cage triggered.
Eternal Fire, it's a terrible time to realize you're human, isn't it? That last map did so well in that lower bracket, looking near on untouchable at times. But here, reality starting to appear. Still with a buy in hand. Izzy on a deeper line on B.
Still just looking to sponge wherever Heretics decide to descend upon, and just requires individuals from Eternal Fire to go huge. It's a 3-player stack towards A, but it rides and dies on Fabian and Ordaz here. Hunter's Fury to potentially clear the space. The paranoia is perfect. The Hunter's Fury will land.
You could not script it better for Heretics. It is poetry in motion. It's simply too easy as it stands, which is not something I expected to be saying today. Not here. Not on Ascent against a Turkish team who have been untouchable themselves. But the stars align. As Izzy.
One enemy remains.
A little laboured from Boo, but job done, I guess.
And they spotted Neki earlier as well. He's not long for this world with a couple of players from Heretics. I mean, close by, they're going to hunt him down. They do have the funds to allow that. Dealing with a trip here. Actually will reveal his position. And Boo to clean up. Number 8 on the board, Lauren. We are witnessing Heretics truly excel in terms of form. The Blade Storm, the Neural Theft, one away from a TP, looking solid in terms of this ult cycle, but again, with a quieter early round, there's just so much util to remove these players that are posted up.
One enemy remains.
Looking to crunch into tree. As you said, so well choreographed from Heretics.
Curse, they're never going to win the final.
We always talk
second.
about on paper Heretics, and it's just, the consistency's just lacked.
And I'm amazed that Koshmaras has hit the ground running like he has, because I think a lot of us were question marking the change of comeback when it happened and how it happened. But now you can see that kind of complete vision. However, Benji's going to be removed from this occasion, as Izzy's isolated him on the other side of the map. So the inside going to be swarmed.
Yeah, first real exploration here and rewarded. Woot though, not shied away by the drone initially. We'll still get the plant here, but man advantage. Lesser weaponry. Izzy's found another one though.
I mean, Izzy, Echo, there we go. Fired up again. Whatever happened during that timeout. A heartbeat on display. And maybe a piece of silver lining, and just enough to remind Heretics of who they are.
They're banking on ultimately finding another here to follow the mode of Thrifty.
One enemy remains.
Like I said, first real exploration we've seen. Izzy rewarded. And even with lesser weaponry, put themselves into a position now. One away from a Blade Storm for Izzy, but plenty of other ults to consider. Fabian as well. But he's currently sitting at 3 and 8. Haven't seen the value from that Phoenix here, just due to the numbers. On the other side, Koshmaras missing one. Boo, Woot, and Benji, all with ults to invest here in round 12.
Get out of my way.
Pace. Looking like they want to start out towards tiles. This time it's Benji to catch the push out towards B. So Izzy's gone off the rip here. Bit of a fumble on that, but a chance with the Hunter's Fury. Does it connect? I mean, nothing to write home about.
A little desperate there in terms of investment. Echo identified
They're
now.
on your heels, man.
Yeah.
Look at the pace they're trying to fight this out with. Koshmaras is absolutely going nuclear. Trying to fight just about everyone. Big info found. Benji going to try and keep his head down here. Trying to catch these players as they push out. Has a little bit of a look. Gets a glance on one. Paranoia comes in. Going to know the second. Benji on 3 already. Almost with that 4th.
Spike planted.
Ordaz. Going to make it down here pretty quick. Re-ends. Yeah, perfectly positioned. Heretics punching right back.
A 9-3 half here. Heretics firmly back in control and looking to seal the deal here on the decider.
Yeah, and we've had an open mic night here in Berlin. Let's see what the Team Heretics fans had to say. And also, I guess, Mitch fans.
Why'd you find it? One enemy remaining.
Where's Liquid? I don't know what I'm doing here.
What of a curse,
Saying there's a chance.
This one would hurt even worse.
Think
Could you
about a
imagine,
previous
though?
9-3.
Could you imagine?
I don't want to, actually.
Could you imagine?
I'm just thinking
Fabian
of...
remembers how to use his mouse suddenly. We're getting back on. I don't know. I don't know, man. Starts with a pistol.
It all starts with a pistol.
Yep.
See here, Eternal Fire leaning heavily outside A right now. Koshmaras Don't spot anything over the top here from Fountain, but two players still in position. It's Benji alongside Riens.
All right.
To slow things down, Benji rewarded and gets underneath that one way.
Needs to keep his calm here.
Though.
He's got Kosh Maras to back him up. Izzy's going to clear sight. Echo on the follow-up. Kosh Maras still with the say in the matter. Somehow. Plant's yet to go down, though. Neki trying to buy his time just to make sure he can get this done. Fake on the tap. Izzy. Gonna get a little interested. The paranoia sent through. Woot quick on the case here, dropping towards sight. Neki gonna find Boo. And the first step looking to be made by Eternal Fire. It is Neki with 3. And the first one found in the second half.
Another pistol conversion here for Eternal Fire, much needed. But can they right their wrongs from the first half? Initially, it looks like Benji's going to do enough to just slow things down, but the trades are so fast. Neki the one to find the crucial kill there to cement their control of site. Kosh Maras, the other one to be enabled here in a round 2. The one to really open up the second round in the first half.
Cover going up.
We can't deal with the dart here, but smoke to try and slow things down will be found by Izzy. Now actually the bucky in the hands of Kosh Maras. It'll be difficult to find value here.
Spike planted.
All 5 alive. All the side of Eternal Fire.
Here.
They just concede here and look for maybe some damage on the way out.
They're getting quite active quite early, but I feel like Izzy's on the case. Yeah, maybe feeling there was a bit of a position from Benji there, so didn't want to give it too much room. Fabian, again, on the Phoenix, so it makes a bit of sense to go forward, try and make something. And Woot's going to find 2. Neki goes down. There is still time here. There's still time on this, and they were far away. Oh my God, you're going for the block. Oh my God, hold on. Kosh Maras is still going to give it a go. Wait,
no way. No way. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That was insanely close. I'm not going mad, right? Like, there was almost.
I couldn't quite hear the beeping, but I thought there was a chance. I mean, Echo has to come back and check this. I'm not sure the timing's here. Maybe a bit cleaner, or clearer, sorry, on the replay. But initially looking for damage.
Standing.
I think he almost has that.
I think he almost had that too. Look at the shot that he had to hit.
Hold it, hold it.
I mean...
All dead though, yeah, I guess.
Damage done. Izzy's buying right back into this with an operator.
Oh my God, my heart is beating right now. Kosh Maras, what is this man made of?
Look at the crunch,
so
man.
Up for it.
Operator kept at bay here, but noted at least. The shot will ring off from Izzy. Now Heretics have a chance to reset. Get onto this angle though. Kosh Maras is going to try and thread the needle.
That's
Oh,
gorgeous.
it's Izzy to find it though.
It almost plays in Woot if they're not heads up about it, but I feel that Eternal Fire have been solid if they get their spacing right. Oh, that's really nice from Woot, though. He's been sharp today. Operator stays in hand, which is a small benefit, but it is back down to a 4v4.
Now Echo and Ordaz have to try and make a go of things with a Sheriff. Said weaponry-wise, still favouring Heretics. NG. And finally, that's the spike actually. Can't hold on to the control. You have to give up initially this space outside main.
Trip should show that Echo's the one rotating too, so they should be able to put this together quite, I don't say comfortably, but they should have a good idea that they're still obviously going to go towards that B side now, spike in hand. And you are spot on. Riens was very quiet about this 13 seconds. So fine, needs to get a move on. Echo's done exceptionally well to find Woot, and Benji holding the line goes down. Suddenly, it's game back on 1v1. There is time on this plant. The plant is going to be in, and now we're in a 1v1. It was never meant to be a 1v1, but Eternal Fire never one to back down from a challenge. But Boo, the captain, dives towards sight. 8 bullets. Ordaz just has to keep his nerve here. A necessity for Eternal Fire. And Boo looks left, opts to go left, and Ordaz! X-Factor impact there. 8 rounds, and the scoreline's starting to feel a whole lot different.
Comes right down to a 1v1. Absolutely insane. Getting the investment kind of all over the place. Busy throwing an operator in the mix, but noted early on, they just can't hold on to the B site long enough.
6-9.
Early progress made here. Neki and Ordaz will have ultimates. Heretics reset in terms of the finances, but Woot one away from a Blade Storm. Certainly a chance to do damage here once more. Really over the initial hurdle here to get up to 6 for Eternal Fire.
That 7th would be huge.
A clean 7th as well.
Yep. There are still those light shields, so not super easy.
Eternal Fire, again, just operating at a totally different tempo now.
Yep.
Conscious of the pressure that they are under right now. What's at stake? Stacked up, trying to bait in with the camera here. Rien's played in, but is he? Discipline on the clearance.
I mean, yeah, this is good. This is good, step by step. Doesn't need to be overly complicated. Just need to keep it clean. Koshmarash on 5 HP, probably not going to get a huge outcome from this. Probably love to catch Izzy, but even that seems unlikely. And there we go. It's the step that should start calling some attention from Heretics now. 7-9, and in-zone flawless to get there. And they're starting to get those ults on. They're starting to get that ball rolling, and that is why we're seeing a timeout.
Yeah, that's the one that really gives Eternal Fire a foothold in terms of this ult cycle. The finances behind it have a buy to hand. Only missing the neural thefts at all of these key ultimates in terms of this composition at hand for Eternal Fire. Chipping away at this lead that Heretics had from the first time. Similarities, but in reverse to Fracture. 4 rounds strung together here for Eternal Fire. Woot looking to do some damage. This operator and Fabian looking to maybe be the pace change, but shut down here initially by Woot.
Yeah, but there's the reaction. Rienz gets beheaded. B-side looking vulnerable as Benji playing up closer. Benji, that is big impact, and he gets away with his life. Wu then comes in for a swing. Izzy on the reaction, back and forth, 3v3. Now, looking towards the site. It's Benji still trying to hold on to this. This is his site. This is his home game. Can he make it? Double digits, Fabian.
Oh, the timing!
Benji finding a gift there. The turn from Fabian was a second off.
It's just so much to consider. He's out in no man's land. And Benji, the bold swing, a big risk to take, but delivers here for Heretics to find number 10 to squash, extinguish that string of rounds. A chance to maybe catch their breath, Lauren.
Yeah, but it's just 1 round. That's the only round they've gone on this side. Do it again. Find it again. They want to exploit Woot. He came out swinging before, and he's still trying to swing, but it's Eternal Fire again. Excellent trades up middle. Pressure back on Benji. Boo gonna get down Izzy. So it's a 3v3. Benji, can you withstand it again? How many times will you be tested now? More and more. This time you get cleared.
Boo cancelled there. You TP into back site, but Benji, again, falling after the cancel. Maybe just a, I don't know if that's a comm issue or somebody tails him to cancel. Maybe just to force them into an uncomfortable situation. But speaking of, it's a judge here. Ult available for Koshmarash, but a 2v3 now.
Koshmarash, X-Factor player, he believes in this. Gonna try and set the tempo and tone for the retake, but Boo the one to succeed, but a quick and an effective trade for Eternal Fire, making it look easy there.
I don't know if I missed the timing here, but maybe it's Benji that calls the cancel. The TP comes through. I mean, at a time where Boo obviously finds one in transition towards market. And just here, he resets. Oh, it actually gets cancelled. I thought he cancelled it. I didn't realize
That was
somebody
the
had it.
question mark, yeah.
Didn't have an angle onto it. I thought he was tucked behind that first archway. Absolutely heartbreaking. Did not catch that angle at all on the minimap.
No. 8-10 now. The game getting closer. And there's such a high chance with Eternal Fire on this side. They've started to get it really right. Market cleared. Just got to be careful of his stack. We can see where one is currently. That's going to be Fabian finding Benji. Is he on the follow-up? And they're not looking that phased by this. Comfortable so far, to the degree that, actually, Izzy went looking further.
I think noting Woot there, but unable to confirm that kill just yet. Koshmaras does have a Bucky, but he's not going to have much company this round. Eternal Fire have been right on the money in terms of not playing into some of these positions, controlled by a judge or anything else for that matter. Still 5 strong now. Woot going to be called upon to find a miracle. It's just one. Echo will fall. Eternal Fire will swarm the site.
30 seconds.
They're knocking at the door, man. This is going to be 9. It has to be. How are you meant to gap close with that Bucky? How are you meant to bring anything in for Boo here?
Spike planted.
I'll give it a go. But yeah, maybe not held on 9, but held on 10 now. Potential upgrade, sure. No shield to go with it, though. And you can see the stack up on Cat. Fabian, Ordaz, both there. Koshmaras, want to be cresting the corner. And they're trying to make a late go of this, and it's just done nothing. Fabian, the spray was there,
Yeah,
a little
it's,
wild, but it's there, even while blind. 9-10, Eternal Fire have taken every necessary step. And we said it, we've seen this scoreline before. There's a real reality. And this team on the attack, come on. You know what they can do.
One enemy.
We're seeing it here.
They're playing with the tempo perfectly as well. Heritage, you can see, are just caught in between decisions in some of these rounds. Certainly what's going to be discussed here, even a couple of kills, things just spiral out of control so quickly. And this is the one to tie things up potentially. Certainly a couple of rounds needed for Heretics to get back in control of the finances in terms of some sort of advantage. Hunter's Fury here for Rien's only thing on the cards. On the other side, Fabian and Ordaz. An opportunity to invest and solidify this comeback on Ascent. And put Heretics, honestly, in a hurt locker.
Yeah.
In terms of the scoreline.
Well, this is when it comes back to those old questions, those old concerns about Heretics. That when it matters, when the pressure mounts to this degree, can they keep it together? Can they still stay as on the money as they were before? Play towards Wine. And actually, Fabian should be sent back here, cleared. No, Woot still lives, does go down on the trade, but then you look through the burst through door, and then towards Hell is Boo. Playing in Koshmaras up in heaven, but they've lost control of Tree. It is a concern.
And that's going to block off the operator, at least here. Koshmaras tries to catch somebody on the timing.
But, oh, he's seen the update, Boo. He wants to, he's thinking like a mad swing, might be on the case here. Koshmaras just dancing with danger.
Look at the clearing.
Oh, they actually do. They fly in together. Eternal Fire play as a pack. You don't get fair fights. Koshmaras tried to be on his toes in this, but down to 2 here. Benji and Rienz. Can they find any of these 3 players? Drop down, it's Rienz to find one. There's the trade. Tied all even. Never down, never out. Eternal Fire bringing this back.
Absolutely stunning performance here from Eternal Fire. They're playing the timing to perfection. They allow Boo to just rest on his laurels here till the last moment of the divide dropping.
Enemy remaining.
And they bundle as 3 into Hell.
They've broken the buy.
Yeah, I mean, they've reset him again. Like I said, this is the one that really puts Heretics in the hurt locker. It's going to be 11. You have to believe for Eternal Fire here. And even then, it's like you consider the purchase and what's to follow then if Eternal Fire find 12. I mean, really a crucial round with nothing in terms of inventory to really feel confident about. It's a Bulldog, it's an Ares.
God.
Woot 2 from Bladestorm,
Sheriffs,
you can't throw that in the mix unless he goes crazy with no shield and a Bulldog.
Not heard that one before, so we'll see. We'll have to wait and see.
Not usually the go-to.
No. And they are heading towards the site with, I guess, Kosh Moras here. Rien's playing towards stairs. Got to be careful.
Oh, he's just caught him.
Izzy got him dead to right, and he looked so spot on for Benji on the follow-up. Kosh Moras checking towards middle, sees nothing. We can see where the spike is. They might change their mind. They've had success on the B side.
Oh, I'm worried here with the spike going on the lighter side of this split.
Woot.
Now there is a chance for Woot. I mean,
he's
do they
played
read
wine
into
before.
a lesser, but a lesser buy?
I think he's still got to, but 30 seconds. Boo? Boo's just bailed him out. Boo's just drawn their attention away. This plays in Woot. He succeeds. It ain't over yet. Oh my God, Woot. Who are we to doubt you here? But still, Fabian in a 1v3. Players left, players right, Spike the issue, 14 seconds, he's got to make a move, and Woot might have done enough here. Boo playing in the smoke, just on the edge, Heretics break up to 11!
Oh my word! Like I said, the only thing here is for Woot to fight, doesn't even need the Bladestorm.
But
Boo with a bailout.
Just enough to keep Audaz's attention away from
And
Wine.
like I said, the spike being on the lighter side of this split makes it so difficult to recover. Oh my God. That one could really turn the tides. The pendulum will swing.
Ults now.
And look at what's behind the buy now for Eternal Fire.
Oh, this is on a knife's edge. Gosh, Moras, you are a madman.
So much damage!
Woot's right there! Side by side they stand, and again, he's given them a brilliant beginning to this round.
Oh my God. And it's so early in the round now, as 3 Eternal Fire have to try and piece together some sort of recovery. Heretics still comfortable in terms of this site hold.
Woot has elevated. He's gotten better, he's gotten stronger, he's getting scarier. Gonna note one by Dice. And it is all through main, all 3. Smoke drop. Who doesn't want to go down for
Still
this,
a judge here.
Yeah, you're right, and how do they even clear that?
I mean, the drone's gone, the dart's on cooldown. There's no fact finders to send out here. And they're not going to catch anything elsewhere in the map either. Echo won't even be able to show to the drone. But he will be walking into that judge in tree now.
Good reposition, but Echo's been clean. It'd be really surprising if he wins this fight, though. Yeah, he won't. And it's starting to feel real. It's starting to feel like 12. It's starting to feel like Woot is coming alive. 12 to 10. Heretics making it up there.
Combined, I think they had maybe 1,900 credits coming out of that. This is going to be a hideous buy as Heretics hit 12. The pendulum truly swinging back in their favor. Heroics on display.
Wow.
In the final hour, the culmination
A little small fist pump.
of this decider.
Job's not done yet.
Job is certainly not done yet. A Hunter's Fury. Izzy missing 1 for the Bladestorm.
Don't think they're out of this Eternal Fire of that team.
We talk about these buys. These buys for them.
Kosh Moras. Shouldering. 3 players already making it up. Cat, they still have a trip there. It's going to come down to the main man of the moment, Woot, the man of the hour, the man of the game, and potentially man of the match. Pops knives. He wants this one done. Can't manage it himself. Needs the rest of his team. Boo doesn't want to overextend. They've got the site here, Eternal Fire. They've made something out of nothing.
You want to fight it?
Well, that's down to 25. The divide will go in. Will cement this site hold for the time being. But still, even in terms of head count, Heretics have to find one here, have to deal with the door.
Fabian finds one on the corner. Good trade, though. Back and forth down to the Sheriff of Neki. The very little remaining. The HP looking woeful. But Neki gonna find Benji. Boo in response. Now on the drop down. Boo on the clear.
It's just Neki.
Heretics in touching distance now. Neki would have to go wild. It can't be done. Heretics claiming the final ticket to London.
What a way for things to finish. Heretics